Okay, want to fight site on some Tekken. If his little ass will get it, his little 12-year-old ass can get his ass beat in some Tekken 7.
Round one. Fight. Round two.
Oh, he's staying Fortnite? That's crazy.
Fight. Round three. Fight. Perfect. You win.
Did he not just want to play? Or because of his internet? I don't know, but like, too laggy, I guess. I want to be lit just like LTG. Maybe if I was lit like Dale.
New challenger. New challenger.
I don't know. It might be fine. I mean, I connected pretty quick, you know.
Get ready for the next battle.
It connected pretty quick.
Round one. Fight.
Damn. This motherfucker left. Damn. Damn. I was about a cookie. 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 Oh my god. What we having for breakfast, boys? What we having for breakfast? What we having for breakfast?
Challenger.
I'm over here bobbing, weaving my head and shit with the shit trying to.
Get ready for the next battle.
Bop, 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 boom, 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 boom. I don't know. It might be GG's. We'll see. Yeah, my shit's cooked. As far as my ratings, I gotta figure out how. I think I gotta do ranked. I don't know.
Round one.
It's a big old putty cat. Oh my god.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Give me hands.
Fight.
Boy.
KO.
Gotta remember to block king mains. Cause holy. Universally always a problem. I mean, that's just how King was made, to be a damn problem. He's a damn problem. He's most def a fucking problem, alright. I'm fucking up my Steve prowess. I'm gonna put that and get that beat.
Get ready for the next battle.
If he's cracked, I'm a low key be kind of surprised. He alright. This might be a nice little fight. Four little wins. I want to use Akuma more, but like, with everybody being how they is,
Round one.
shit, Steve.
Fight.
That shit was low-key supposed to connect. Booka, Flocka,
Round two.
Flocka, Blink.
Fight.
The fuck?
KO. Round three.
Get him out of here, bucko.
Fight.
The fuck? Did you just say Hadouken?
KO. Round four. Fight.
Oh, now this guy want to pop off. Now this guy wanna. Now this guy wanna pop off. I don't think he's gonna rematch me if he lose. Well, win.
You win.
Hey, you. You want to try me, Gov?
Oh, good shit.
Get ready for the next battle.
Time is up. About to be 8. Damn. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1. So I got until 9 to start getting ready. DJ Bathwater. DJ Bathwater. DJ Gamer Girl. DJ Gamer Girl. Alright, let me lock him because he getting a little bit too bold. He getting a little bit too bold. He getting a little too bold. He getting a little too bold.
Perfect.
He get.
Round 2. Fight.
Sit your ass down.
Round 3. Fight.
Ah, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Round 4. Fight.
Bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah.
Final round. Fight.
Get click clack with the mismatch. You gon' end that. Ain't no chit chat. Ain't no chatting with the mismatch. When there's 40, get the clapping, ain't no get back. Chit chat. The mismatch. Oh my god.
You win.
Hey, you. You want to try me, Gov?
You wanna fire me a gun? Okay. Pull out that blicky on. I have to pull out the blick. It saves me so much. I'm glad I have this, bro. I don't know why more people don't use this. pull out the damn blick. Like, what you gonna do? I got 8 shots. You better hold that shit down. You better hold. I got 8 shots. That's a standard clip. I got 8 shots in the standard clip.
Round 1. Fight.
I know he was not a big fan of me doing that.
Fight.
Fuck out of here. I got about the sky. Boy, I really jumped over your shit. Just for that to happen. Hit him in the jaw, hit him in the jaw. He ain't got no balls. Cause I hit him in his jaw. What I tell you about that damn uppercut? Don't get punished. Don't get punished. Don't get punished.
You win.
Hey, you. You want to try me, Gov?
Of course you do. Right? Great. The fact that he's in Bukkake rank, and I'm a fucking, well, I mean, I'm first Dan now with Steve, is fucking crazy. You're in Bukkake rank. Well, I mean, that's his highest, but with this character, he's Grandmaster. I mean, that's his highest, but not with this character. So alright, I'll let it slide. But like the fact that his highest is Bukkake.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I only need one hit.
Round 2. Fight.
Boy, you don't sit your ears down.
Round 3. Fight.
Damn. He thought he had the finishing blow.
Get ready for the next battle.
Make my fucking forearms cramp up. That means I'm getting a good match. Or at least I'm trying to fucking counter their ass. Back to back dubs, I need a refill. Oh yeah, that song. Can I get up? Can I get up?
Round one. Fight.
Boy,
Round two.
I'm Steve.
Fight.
I'm Steve.
KO.
I'm Steve.
Fight. KO. Round four. Fight.
I feel like you about to leave.
Know your place.
He left. Oh, I'm about to say. I was say he left. No way. Like, I just got 4 up on your ass. You gonna leave? So at least try to get 2 or 3 before your ass.
Round one. Fight. Fight.
Don't let me get up.
KO.
Mm-hmm.
Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
He's gonna keep doing this. At this point, he's just gonna keep doing the same shit.
KO.
Yeah, at this point, he's just gonna keep doing the same shit.
You lose.
He getting too desperate for a dub. Getting too desperate for a dub. He can have it. I 4-upped his ass anyway.
And, oh yeah, I did see this. Context. Racist nuisance streamer calls for Koreans to swing at him. Koreans promptly respond and turn it into a national sport.
Tomorrow I'm outside for Halloween. Come catch me. I'm outside tomorrow.
Hey. No way. No way this dude is about to get spawn camp.
Don't touch my shoes. 어디가? Don't touch me.
어?
Huh?
소만이 어디가? 어디가?
어디가? What you mean? 어디가?
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 Oh. Yo. Hey, yo. Oh man, that sucks. That's bad for him, man. So somebody knocked out Johnny Somali, and it was a Korean Navy SEAL, and he said, I just did what I had to do as a Korean citizen, and he got a $7,000 fine. Donut operator says, I'll pay the fine for him, and he actually paid the fucking fine. Oh my god. W Donut? Yes.
Dalguan told me he sends his sincere appreciation for your support and the support of the foreign community against Somali and his nuisance streaming campaign.
I'm the developer of the game, The Tower. I wanted to make a tower defense game.
And you are blah 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 blah
What if
blah.
the lottery was on your phone? With real tickets, real winners. Play your official.
It looks like Jay-Z, Jigga Ho, finally admitted to y'all that he was just finessing you with the Illuminati stuff. Now, the funny thing is, we're gonna get into in a little bit how people are still gonna spin this somehow, but the director for the Umbrella music video revealed that Jay-Z pitched him Illuminati vibes for the video. And in the quote it says, I sat with Jay-Z and Rihanna at the Beverly Wilshire.
My name Jay-Z. Who you wanna be? I got like 30,000 3TVs. Chicken nuggets on me. You can have one.
With Genius, they asked him a couple of questions about it. He gets into it saying the following. It said, Apple follows the director reflects on how he says, I have people who are really dedicated to studying the Illuminati and all of the symbols and meanings and everything, what the relationship was between Rihanna and Jay-Z and where I came into play. I've had people there's stuff on YouTube where they explain how the Illuminati is controlling stuff. I think the statute of limitations is passed enough to tell you that I really admit to having placed symbols of imagery in music videos just to F around with people all throughout the 2000s. And they said, so with Umbrella, you put her in a triangle and we're purposely poking at that idea? Not at all. It was pure coincidence in this case. Meeting Rihanna made her do what she wanted to do. She wanted to dance. And the details say that you thought it was cool. There were a couple other details of how the film happened.
J Diddy. That's what they call him in the penny. But this ain't the penny. But what they trying to do is worth a pretty penny. They got that work, got the brick. That's off the pretty penny. Yo, bitch, she's a trick. I gave her a nice penny. But not a penny more than what she worth. Cause she only worth 2 pennies. And that's a penny with another blue penny. Driving in a Benzie. Like, where is he? I'm trying to see him. Like a shirt, I'm trying to clean him. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I am. It's a
Up-facing triangle or pyramid is often a symbolic representation of the masculine energy, the penis, and in some cases, the stargate or portal phenomena, as evidenced in the Egyptian or Kemetic obelisk or pyramids at Giza.
the fuck?
Notice that the granite is inside of the triangle or pyramid, signifying that she is completely enveloped or possessed by the masculine energy of the Rain Man entity. It can also be extrapolated here that in order for the Brianna to give birth to Rain Man's children, a trans-dimensional conduit, stargate, or portal must be opened so that the children of the Rain Man can manifest into the earthly plane. One might ask, if this Rain Man entity has taken human form, as Brianna the good girl, and has possessed her, then why is it that the Rain Man entity is not seen in the video at all?
This first clip is where they're explaining the symbolism in the video. And this figure called the Rain Man, which some people are saying Daisy, and then they're saying Umbrella is alluding to Rain, right? Rain Man, that's why they named it Umbrella, and all of this complicated stuff behind the scenes. But then they're, oh, where's the Rain Man? And
Fuck.
this next part is one of the most exploited theories ever. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I watched this video 10 or so years ago. It's a long, long time ago. It might have been even earlier than this. This might have just been a re-upload. When I was watching this as a kid, I'm like, yo, this guy's spit. Okay, hold on, let him cook, let him cook. But now looking at it, yeah. So he talks about this position that Rihanna is in later, where her arms are back in the triangle, and how that's impossible and it had to be edited. And then he talks about where the Rain Man is, and I gotta play this clip for you guys.
Is in actuality a right arm. We can therefore add the left arm. Eyes. Eyebrow ridges. Small forehead ridge. Top of head. Horns. Snout. Mouth. Miscellaneous bone structure. The head of the Rain Man is in plain sight.
There you have it.
Oh my god.
Draw these eyes on, and it's anatomically impossible for Rihanna to have been in this position. And also earlier in the video,
I've played these slimes since I was a kid, but I remember doing these 3 slimes.
Ooh. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Why is you doing this? Why is you doing this?
like water that's hitting Rihanna in the music video for Umbrella, they're saying that she got hit by the water 6 times, and the water signifies the semen for her to have 6 kids, where she was raped by this supposed Rain Man. So this guy knows how to walk up in music videos. He clearly wasn't
Fuck.
about all this.
Fuck! It wasn't enough! You a straight bitch made.
You guys think of Red, Lucifer, or you say that super fast, that's Lucifer, which is actually pretty cool in terms of us not knowing that for so long. I don't know if that's how Lucy picked his name, but if he did, and he hid that for so long, and then people just uncovered it,
Oh, you a bitch.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool. Not that I'm into that devilish stuff, but it's one of those things where you would think he would make it himself, but people just discovered it. And it was so far into his career. So with this stuff, it's just used as a conduit to generate a lot of attention. And that video got so much promotion, got so many views. It was one of the most viewed music videos on YouTube at the time. And this is YouTube quite in its infancy. I think it was before it even merged with Vivo. Not entirely sure, because there were two versions of the music video, and this was on MTV as well, because the guy talked about the initial version of the music video in the interview, where he also, this guy didn't get paid for the music video at all. And yes, so this guy just says that's the one with 400 million views on YouTube, and the guy replies and says there's one version early on that had 1 billion, but something happened. It was one of the first videos, if not the first video, where they trimmed the ticker back and had to reset it afterwards because YouTube had anticipated having 1 billion views.
I don't even care. You're fucking dead.
The video, and when I was done, I shipped it, so we had two different versions. The silver one was the one that was supposed to be on MTV. The other one, that's not a smoke stick version. You had to find. And then he says, you said the triangle wasn't intentional. Was there any other stuff that was? There are some things that were intentional. So this triangle wasn't even intentional, the one that this guy's analyzing and saying that, oh, it's a pyramid that's for and correct genitalia. And he says, for a long time, I was like, why not? Every time I put something on here on MTV, there's a shrunken down image of the devil, or some kind of odd symbol, or just a single frame. Nobody's stopping me, and nobody has stopped me. I ultimately never earned a penny from doing the video. The sponsor made a debate between me and some other music video directors subsequently over how much should record labels be able to make music videos. So these guys were getting the nest of legendary videos that were doing a lot of promotion for Rihanna. Like this umbrella video and this conversation around Jay-Z, Rihanna, Rock Nation,
Better rematch.
Illuminati spurred so many views.
Nah, you gonna leave. He left. He out of here.
I did the video for free, and I was more than happy to. I had already, at that point in my life, segued into doing TV commercials, and that was something that I did full time. It was something that afforded the luxury of making money. So this guy was just having fun with it. And the funny thing is that they started selling music videos on iTunes.
I mean, you still here.
So they made 10
So is you trying to text me?
off of this music video.
What is he doing?
Like even on Apple Music, on certain albums, you can watch the music video.
What is he
So when
doing?
the iTunes store first came into play, and it was the most purchased video, and he got paid $0 for this. So a lot of people are always talking about artists, singers, songwriters, producers, perhaps getting screwed over by record labels. Here's this guy that got fully screwed over. He didn't get paid a cent. He didn't get an advance like artists get. So artists will claim that they get screwed over when, hey, at least you're getting some money up front, and maybe the deal is not as favorable as you'd like it to be. But these guys made $10 million off of selling this music video, because at the time music videos were just a promotional vehicle. Like they were posted on MTV, especially in the 90s. Like people aren't on YouTube in the 90s. YouTube didn't exist, or these social platforms on the internet that provided promotion. So the music videos were made just to be put on MTV, and that was promotion for the song. And this guy just so happened to fall into this transitionary period from where music videos were able to generate money now through selling them on iTunes. And for them to make 10 million and for him to not get any, I would be sick to my stomach, frankly, to be honest. And nobody's going to talk about this guy because he's a music video director. There's no attachment to him, just like people who don't talk about songwriters getting screwed over a lot of the time, or even producers less so. I would say producers get spoken about more now. But this is just a lesson that anytime you get emotionally riled by something and you want to spread it, whether it's make a comment about it, whether it's share it with someone, think to yourself, was there an intention from someone that works with this to get me to do this? Because the greatest marketing and virality is word of mouth, and Jay-Z was able to generate a ton of word of mouth with this Illuminati symbolism stuff. Even to this day, like there will be people in this comment section that are saying, oh yeah, this guy's just saying that he did it as a joke to conceal that it was actually real. Like, why else would he have it just randomly flash on screen? So that's how enveloped some people are into believing that this stuff is real. And that's not to say that there aren't very, very weird things. Like the Marina Abramovich Jay-Z connection, I think is very, very odd. I don't know if it's pushing the quote-unquote boundaries of him just getting a ton of attention for this Illuminati stuff, but it freaks me out, man. That lady really freaks me out. Now, I've never met her, I've never spoken to her, I haven't studied too much into her, but there are certain things where you almost can't really give someone the benefit of the doubt. Like, you see someone doing something really odd, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna stay away from that person. But Jay-Z was able to generate a ton of money off of this, a ton of attention, and he never clarified it himself. He never told people, yo, I was just capping about that. I was just trying to get your attention. Which just goes to show Jay-Z was probably throwing up those pyramids because he knew how much promotion and just infamy that this was going to generate in mystery around Jay-Z. Because if you think Jay-Z is a part of this Illuminati, you're going to follow every single Jay-Z move. You're going to analyze every single thing Jay-Z's doing. You're going to share everything Jay-Z's doing. So it's this army of free marketing that Jay-Z was able to get for well over a decade. I would say that whole like Illuminati obsession was from around perhaps 2005. Of course, conspiracy theories were post 2001. They really ramped up. But from 2005 to 2015, I would say was the peak of it. 2016 onward, of course, like some people still believe in it, but it didn't have the print that it had on YouTube, on just social platforms in general. Facebook and YouTube was full of that. Now they're getting more into things like QAnon and other different investigations or so that had more conspiracy theories that have more to do with politics as opposed to the entertainment industry. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you believe that I'm tripping and this guy's exposing Jay-Z, or this guy is just trying to cover it up, or are you impressed with what Jay-Z was able to do? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, abc.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Try gummy vitamins from Nature Made.
Ain't no fucking way he just hit me like that.
Lobberies and Gentlegrams, in today's episode of Lobbery and Gentleland, 17 days after the gavel-guzzling Grams Ghostwriters link push-ups, the planet ponder on the possibility of a petite pot cook-up. The petite pot is Kendrick, if you didn't know. We're all wondering when he was inevitably about to bury Aubrey in the Canadian snow. The Marilyn Monroe hoe was riding high, thinking his superpowers would never get neutralized. But there couldn't be a better time or a better guy to weaponize a pen and rhymes and petrify a tender guy. Now we're in a special time, the 1-year anniversary of the song that stripped the soul and started the sexy red stunt double like surgery. At the same time as the Compton creative piece, the rise of courtesy, since the Compton killer won the Canadian round, not commit no perjury. Don't tell no lies about me, I won't tell truths about you. Sadly, the sad boy ignored Kendrick saying that's something you don't want to do. So let's unpack the psychological attack Euphoria put on Drake's back and take it all the way back 1 year ago today. A day that would change the course of rap. But first, like and subscribe if you give a crap. Now, Lobberies and Gentlegrams, April 30th, 2024.
If that's your girl, I'ma beat it from the back. Oh. I had to jump in his little freestyle. I had to make that shit fire.
With Family Matters, which we'll touch on the 1-year anniversary of that track, Drake basically did a whole rollout for that song, right? All the posts on Instagram talking about this being some massive red button. He previewed it at the end of his song Push-Ups. He even begged Kendrick to drop on Tailor-Made Freestyle, saying that as soon as Kendrick does, Drake is out on the loose. And in the meantime, Kendrick is dead silent, right? And I don't know if you guys remember the narrative back then. I mean, if you were like me, then you knew from the beginning that Drake had everything to lose and absolutely nothing to gain by his beef. But again, at the time, before the day of April 30th, think about where we were circumstantially, if that's a word. Think about it in the grand perspective of things as well, right? Like, the last project we got from Mr. Lamar had been Mr. Morale, where he was talking about stripping that title that hip-hop gave him as Satan. And I think the outro track on Mr. Morale was very powerful to kind of give you a perspective on where Kendrick was at this point, not just his own personal life, but also in his career and what we could expect as fans from Kendrick in the future. You rapped faith in one man is a shit scene. Do yourself a favor and get a mirror that mirror previous. Pointed at me so the reflection can mirror great. She told me that she needed the most.
Wow.
Mad at me and she didn't get my vote. Shazam tried to disregard the way that I took up my own license. Maybe it's time to break it off. Run away from the culture and follow my heart. When will you let me go? I trust you'll find repentance. If not, then all is forgiven. Sorry, I didn't save the world, my friend. I was too busy to find again. I choose me. I'm sorry. That was
Fuck.
People are the first on like that. I say that to say, try to put yourself back in the perspective of most hip-hop fans before April 30th, 2024. The last time Kendrick had a verse like that, where he shut up the entire game, was Control. He got a bunch of responses to Control, but he never directly referenced that verse again, except for saying that he spoke to Jay-Z and they were both laughing at how one verse messed up the game. But there was one individual who was very butthurt over that Control, and that resentment lingered into where we were on April 30th, 2024, right? That was La Brianna, the battle of but again, before things seemed very different. Our perspective of where Kendrick was at mentally was very different, right? The last thing he told the world was, sorry, I didn't say the world, I was too busy losing mine. Actually, me, I'm sorry. It was like that, Control Part 2. We know Drake wasn't happy with Control, just like he wasn't happy with like that. Maybe Kendrick would lead to silence.
Fuck.
Or maybe not. I actually forgot to mention after
Just survive. Just survive.
on the BET Award show, where he referenced the verse saying, nothing's been the same since they dropped Control and how sensitive rappers back in his pajama clothes. So again, this whole time, every time he jumps out of the same verse to profess his greatness, it's always one rapper who's butthurt about it, and one rapper who
I'm really about that rematch life.
once the dust is settled. But this time around, the last thing we heard from Kendrick was Mr. Morale.
I'm really about that rematch.
Same headspace he was
I'm really about that rematch life. I'm Steve Fox. I have to rematch. I'm Steve! Steve! Fox! Let's go!
And it was safe to say he was comfortable and confident
Steve!
prioritizing his private life over his public perception. I didn't think this.
Steve!
His entire team and all of his cheerleaders like Akademi and tried to paint the narrative that Kendrick was ducking the smoke. Kendrick didn't know what he felt.
Baby boy.
At this point,
Let's go.
round the right one, right? Because you just see J. Cole jump out and apologize. Hey, it looks like Drake is ready to go, but
Let's go.
that's the knowledge that Kendrick Lamar went along to the fact that he might bring family along very quickly, just like he did with
I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. What's up? What's up?
on his Instagram page. He's playing dirty, right? He didn't want to compromise his privacy for the sake of a rap when he's now at peace. Well, those 70 days of silence left the world with pushing questions. And Drake took that opportunity as loud as possible. If you guys haven't been keeping up, I do videos covering every single diss track on their 1 year anniversary. So you guys can go watch, break down push-ups 1 year later, how all those bars age. Taylor-made team was 7 years ago, and of course the person started it all like that. Another narrative that had been floating around at the time was that, remember, Drake was very clever over Control. He was way more sensitive about it than he should have been. And, I mean, if I was Kendrick, I would have hated that. That would have disgusted me, right? And you know, the whole time was concocting some sort of narrative that Kendrick had been cooking up this diss track for the last 4 years.
Fuck.
He was still harboring resentment over Drake's reaction to Control, and he was ready to control the game. Talking this track, around the time he released Family Ties,
I'm on that. I'm on that.
that he'd be smoking on his top 5. Is that why Drake included Academics' reaction to that song on push-ups, where Academics says, what top 5 are you smoking on? Whatever it was, Academics had to decide that at the time, Drake was trying to make Kendrick into dropping this diss track that he thought Kendrick had written over 4 years ago, right? If Kendrick wrote this 4 years ago, that's a big bomb, right? Drake wanted Kendrick to put all his
Ooh.
drop this diss track after 4 years. On the lead version of push-up saying, you had that thing for 4 years, drop that stuff and shut your mouth. Drake is out here begging Kendrick to drop what he thinks is a 4-year diss track.
Can't believe he got a pistol on him.
Absolutely silent. Academics really
And he used it on you.
had Kendrick on his time clock, counting down the days from the start of the release of push-ups down to the end of April. Every single day, a new tweet from Academics saying, day 1, day
You a bitch! You a bitch ass nigga! You a bitch ass nigga! You was too high in rank to be doing this shit. You was a bitch ass nigga. Run the fade, bro. Run that shit back, pussy. Run that shit back, pussy.
ready for the
Mm.
Hey, Kendrick, you on the clock. It's all on Kendrick now. Kendrick's been calling for this, been asking for this for several years, and he got what he wanted, so now it's time to show and prove because Drake said it.
Yo, Kendrick is begging you to drop. The shenanigans is over. The bait and switch, the bluffer Olympics is done. Drop your 4-year-old song that you can get demolished.
To happen eventually. Kendrick will respond, but it won't be the battle. It won't be like back and forth.
Right? Believes that Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a response to the push-ups dropping it because it just be dropped. It's me as if they have nothing to drop left.
I don't think Kendrick's we don't take
round one. Fight.
I'm sorry. Take this like a genre. Like, you're stuck on an island and that's just always going to go militant. You will be all right. Live right. Get out of here.
Round two. Fight.
Your audacity! You go by the name Kung Fu to attack the goat! In the 9 minutes, after that, just gave us back-to-back tours, back-to-back-to-back albums that had been on a world tour! Evolve took a break, and now...
Round three. Fight.
Desperate. Desperate. Desperate he is. Survive. Come on! Oh my god. Oh my god.
I still remember where I was, brushing my teeth. I get a text from a Drake fan, one of my good friends, saying the battle is finally on. And what it should have said was the battle is finally over, because this was really, in my opinion,
Get ready for the next battle.
To this day, this is still my favorite song from the entire battle. All the foreshadowing, the psychological assessment of Drake, the actor, and all
I gotta keep playing this motherfucker, bro. I gotta adapt. I can, but like, oh my god, bro.
We're gonna break down every element, every part from this track, but of course we have to start with the album, right?
This motherfucker, bro.
I didn't even think this was a diss track. I thought this was some sort of troll. If you guys don't remember, the cover art to this song was almost as calculated as the Not Like Us album. Or Meet the Graph. Drake isn't sued. And how could he, right? This is a screenshot of the definition of the word euphoria.
Shit.
And then they used it in a couple sentences. One of them is
KO.
This motherfucker. Oh my god.
On the artwork of the ground, we see prescription medication for Ozempic, Adderall, and Zolpidem. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's called for Aubrey Graham. Who's Aubrey Graham? Aubriana Drake. On that song, Kendrick would call out Drake for having choke on the song. While on Euphoria, he would call out Drake for having liposuction. And if you guys didn't know,
fuck.
another form of weight loss drug. Again, Graham's album artwork, it was prescribed to Drake. Those could be the dangerous drugs Kendrick's referencing on the cover art of Euphoria. Foreshadowing what would later revealed, but on the sentence in that artwork, remember it says, take the change to move. Euphoria and reduce anxiety and problem. Remember on Kendrick's collab with Pusha T, Nostalgia, he compares his artistry and his work.
I did the
Every verse is for Euphoria, Drake was moving with this overwhelming sense of confidence, arrogance, illusion, and euphoria. Well, to think that he'd already won the battle with Taylor Made and push-ups before Kendrick ever even dropped the record, right? It's that feeling of euphoria that triggered people prompted to take the bill. And that was just a little spoiler. We're going to be doing a lot of reviews, so if you're not trying to dissect the Easter eggs, this might not be the video for you. But the second sentence is a little bit less of a story. It says they had almost a week to recover from the euphoria of Tuesday's KO. And this would foreshadow it all, man. Think about when he dropped Euphoria, right? It was on a Tuesday. Think about when he dropped his final diss track, Not Like Us. It was that same week, on a Saturday. This sentence says they had almost a week to recover from the euphoria of Tuesday's winning series.
You can have your fucking 3P, bro.
Euphoria, the series winning victory. He's foreshadowing, saying Drake has almost a week to recover before he drops the nuke, the final bomb that was Not Like Us. And you want to know what's even greater? So these are two sentences, two quotes, right? Two people using the word euphoria in two different sentences. The first one is Rita L. Atkinson, who's a psychologist. Think about the mental record that Euphoria was. It was an extremely tactical, psychological breakdown of Drake's character. But the second quote, they had almost a week to recover from the euphoria of the series winning victory, was from an individual by the name of Clifton Brown. Clifton Brown is a Canadian kickboxer who fought in none other than Toronto, Ontario. Everything about this song is calculated down to the quotes in the album artwork. And the title of the song as well. If you guys didn't know, Drake was the executive producer of one of the series. The show is a drama about teenage women who suffer from drug addiction. Teenage women. Drake is the executive producer. This song has the same title of that TV show. On Taylor Made Freestyle, Drake asked Kendrick to put double entendres. On the title of the song alone, Kendrick gives them to him. I also didn't realize the song was actually released at 8:24 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the time zone that LA is based out of. And that's a nod on the CCTV of Los Angeles legend and former Lakers player Kobe Bryant as 8:24 or Kobe's jersey. The song famously starts off with words that are said in reverse. On Genius it says, Yurtsim Toyaba Yasiyet Yinashama. I can't read this. The reverse of the sample is everything they say about me is true. And this is a sample from the 1978 film The Wiz, which was a remake of the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. Ironically, they actually performed in a theater production of The Wizard of Oz at the job. Ironically as well, in this remake of the movie, sampling on Euphoria, Michael Jackson actually plays the straw man character. Michael Jackson is, of course, playing
Okay.
different jabs in both Drake and Kendrick's diss tracks, starting off like that when Kendrick says Prince, I'll be the jab. Moving the Wiz, Michael Jackson again plays the straw man who is in search of a brain. Keep in mind, Drake is often the one comparing himself to Michael Jackson, with Kendrick comparing himself to Prince, saying that Prince outlived Michael Jackson in his Like That verse. But this little audio sample that's played in reverse on Euphoria is much deeper than a simple Michael Jackson.
Steve Fox. Let's go. Boxer over boxer. What's going on? Boxers versus boxer.
Beginning of the record that Drake's superpowers will get stripped and the world will see he's nothing but a phony. And then we get the first beat of this record. Remember, on Like That,
Your character better be tough. Your design better be tough. Yo, Steve better be tough. Bitch ass motherfucker. Yo, Steve better be tough. Pussy. Yo, Steve better be tough.
Round one.
Superpowers get neutralized. I can hold launch in silence. The famous activate one's nucleus, parachute, spiral. Hendrix says the tone of
Like, I'm most def the better Steve. I'm most def the better Steve. Just because I'm the better Steve doesn't mean shouldn't show him what I could do. Bitch ass. Fuck. I'm dead.
Round two.
A hero like Spider-Man, on the other hand, compares himself to actually gains his powers through an external event, like a radioactive spider. The difference between the war with powers versus adopting and destructive life. By calling Drake an actor who can say that his powers are neutralized, Kendrick is emphasizing that Drake is hiding behind a facade. Up front, his superpowers weren't inherent. It's always been that. Of course, Drake obviously also started his career as a literal actor on the show Jurassic. But Kendrick continues, just like before, every antic is distasteful. I calculate you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. So right off the bat, Kendrick is giving Drake more double entendre with the angle right? That's obviously in reference to calculating angles in mathematics, but
I don't know why he think he's saucy. I don't know why he think he's saucy like that. I don't know why he think he got it. I don't know why he think he got it. I don't know why the fuck he think he got it. I swear you do not got it, bro. Just because you see me do it doesn't mean you gonna do it, bro. Just because you see me do it doesn't mean you can do it like that, bro. Back up. Back up. Fuck out of here. Fuck a bands. I'm always the better Steve. I'm always the better Steve. You wanna play some Minecraft, bitch? Let's get to building blocks.
On Mr. Morale against him in his own diss track. Look at the hard part 6, right, where he's literally misinterpreting Kendrick's own lyrics to try to say that's why you called me a PDF. We'll get to that when we break down the hard part 6. But I can't emphasize enough.
Can the real Steve Fox please stand up? Like, damn. His character not even sauce, bro. I'm fucking disappointed, bro. He ain't got that shit on. He need to take that shit off. He ain't got that shit on. He need to take that shit off.
Back in the 90s, a lot of rappers had more Tommy Hilfiger until it came out that Tommy Hilfiger, a white man, had actually allegedly racist and approved of hip-hop artists wearing clothing, while on the other hand, the brand
Bitch ass motherfucker. Get hit with that shit. Get hit with that shit, little bitch. Oh my god.
designers in his wardrobe, not black old fashion brands, but it paints a bigger picture of what the song's all about, right? Kendrick emphasizes that everything about it, the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you dress. He says, it's not just me, I'm what the culture's feel. Boo is for us, by us. You have never been us. You have never been truly part of the culture. This has all been an act. And Kendrick continues comparing the contrast in his own artistry versus Drake by rapping, I make music that electrifies them. You make music that pacifies them. Again, more double entendre.
Fuck out of here. I'm the real Steve Fox. And I'm better. And I'm better. And I'm fucking better, bro. Okay, I'm upset. I'm upset.
Pacify you, but from a broader perspective, Drake's been at the top for damn near a decade, right? Album and album, year after year. With his not his subject matter, repetitive, formulaic, and building his brain.
That's what I was about to do.
Artistic integrity and innovation that most rappers at the top are supposed to carry. When you have the crown, what do? Right? You electrify them, or you pacify them. You can say that in Drake's most active years, culture has never felt more normal, or at least mainstream music has. And here's the double entendre for you. What is a pacifier used for? It's to put little kids to sleep. Don't forget, this is the warning shot, so we don't hear none of the PDF file arts throughout the quarter. Most we get is a subtle tab or a subtle nod to it.
Come on.
Kendrick emphasizes that this was, in fact, a warning shot, saying, again, music that pacifies them. I can double down on that line, but I'll spare you this time. That's a random act of kindness. And remember a couple bars before, Kendrick says, you're a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. I can already predict the type of places you're going to take this battle, right? So here, Kendrick is warning Drake, I can double down on right? Pacify them, but I'm going to spare you this time. That's a random act of kindness. He follows that up saying, I know you're a master manipulator and a habitual liar too. Earlier in the verse, he's talking about being able to predict.
You better rematch.
Will attempt to manipulate the audience.
Oh my fucking god, you son of a bitch. Alright, alright, alright. I'm still the better Steve, but just because I'm the better Steve doesn't mean I don't fuck up.
Finishing off the first verse.
But doesn't mean that you better.
He starts this verse off talking about how he can predict every single one of Drake's angles. His powers are getting neutralized. He's never been one of them. Google has never been in his collection. One Drake, how far he did this, talking about the pacifying mind, and saying he'll double down on it, but instead he'll double down on the fact that Drake is a master manipulator. He has already smelled the lies details on Drake, but as a random act of kindness, he warns Drake, do not tell no lies about me, and I won't expose the truth about you. Now, this is also a callback to
I'm on that. I'm on that.
where he raps, don't tell a lie on me, and I won't tell a truth about you. At the time, many people thought that he was talking about Drake on the Hard Part 4, right? My fans can't wait for me to suck your punk butt, push your whole little thing. Okay, punch your punk butt, you're a whole little thing. I wish I could curse on this. So yeah, it's funny because on the Hard Part 4, he says, say my name, I promise you see can't do it. On this record, Euphoria, Kendrick is saying Drake's name multiple times. Remember how he told Drake on First Person Shooter,
Yo, what's good with the ETG? Thank you for joining the stream. You a Bluey? You are a Bluey enthusiast? I can't speak, but I'm glad you fuck with Bluey, man. Bluey's pretty awesome. And I got my fucking perfect. Fuck you, dude. Jesus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, bro. Okay. He said GG. He said GG. I was just saying Bluey because he's on your profile picture. Oh, that is true. Is it a funny? You like my profile picture? Cause I'm kind of hoping that people was fucking with it. How do you do the gun thing? How do I do the gun thing? You gotta equip that. I would text him, but like, he can wait on that. I'll text him about that later. Yeah, it's interesting. He looks pretty goofy, don't he? Looks pretty goofy. Pretty goofy dog. Well, the dog name is Bandit. His name's Bandit. That's... God damn it! I gotta block this motherfucker after this match. I gotta block all King mains, bro. Especially if they're fucking... Like, if they're cracked... But, like... They gotta be a certain type of crack. Like, you know what? You're better than me and can beat my ass. But you ain't... doing no you ain't doing no ass king shit. That's when you get your ass banned. How did Nina Williams went from wearing a wedding dress to wearing purple and Tekken 8? I'm weak as fuck. Me personally, I haven't I don't have Tekken 8. Oh my god. Yeah, he getting blocked. He getting blocked. He getting blocked. Fuck. I fucked up.
Round 2.
Fuck! Come on. Come on. Come on. So he's not like the worst King main as far as like, you know, actually, you know, maining this guy and knowing some shit. He can be a bit annoying, I guess, but like I could still manage. So I ain't gonna block him, but I don't want to play it. I don't really want to play him after this. Like I'm still able to win, so like just fucking get good, I guess. You know, skill issue. Yeah. It's just a skill issue. Got his ass. Skill issue if I fucking lose. Skill issue. That's all that fucking is. It's just a skill issue. I'm waiting for his ass to do that shit again. I know he gonna do it. Yo, what's good with it, Blackburn? Thank you for joining the stream, man. I appreciate. I worked so hard to get all that XP just for his bitch ass to take it. Man, fuck this dude. Weak as fuck. Thank you for joining the stream, dog. Can't stay long. Gats school. Dang, that's tough. Well, I'm glad that you was able to make the stream for however long he was planning on being here. But yeah, thank you for chatting, man. Hopefully, your morning's going all right. He said, "How you do the gun thing?" Like I'm gonna tell you.
Not worried about death, living that long, fruitful life. And this is also another callback to, obviously, Michael Jackson, right? Again, a lot of Michael Jackson callbacks and bars throughout all these diss tracks. Then was the name of the song that Michael Jackson wrote and sung.
Oh, shit, I can really...
Rap. Yes, he had a pet rap. And Joe Jackson is the name of Michael Jackson's father. Kendrick is saying here he's got a father
Maybe.
and a rap in his house. Think about Meet the Grams, right? Not only is Kendrick son Drake,
ain't this the Steve? The Steve guy? This might be Steve. I hope it's Steve. I'm trying to run that shit back.
But at the same time, Meet the Grams artwork has a bunch of items
Steve.
from Drake's father's briefcase that a rat or a mole gave to Kendrick.
Oh, it's Steve, but not that Steve. It's a different Steve.
The rat and the father in my house, a Benjamin and a Jackson, all off the play of words of Michael Jackson, right? Because again, Drake compares himself to MJ. He continues, Hellcat made his homeboys and them type sell they soul, okay? Everybody want to be demon till they get chipped by a throwaway. A lot of layers to this bar, and I'll be honest, I had to dig on Genius for this, because a lot of this stuff went over my head, specifically in this bar. So, obviously, Hellcat is in reference to the Dodge Hellcat, right? The car. Kendrick here is saying Drake and his homeboys have sold their soul for the money, the cars, the vanity, materialism, and luxury that comes.
Oh shit. He's
This
Steve.
ain't even everything I know. Don't wait. He's been calling himself a demon for a long time now, right? I remember all the way back in 2020, he was on Demons on his Darkly Devil project. He's the Cody Montana mob boss at this point, right? Kendrick says everybody want to be a demon until they get chipped by a bro. Now,
Good shit, man. I'm fucking with you, G.
Everybody wants to be a demon. Everybody wants to be that tough guy until they're the one to get shit. AKA unalive. And it's done by a throwaway, like a cheap firearm, weapon. At the same time, again, it's like important to know, right? Everybody wants to be demon. Everybody wants to talk tough until they get clipped by the throwaway.
I'm good.
What's also fun here is that, again, the song that kicks us all off.
That should be fine, right?
Call back to Future himself because his middle name, many people kind of put the clues together
Close.
that Future and Drake had an issue of their own, and Drake had actually been referencing it way before like that ever came out on his song What Would Pluto Do, where he puts himself in Pluto's shoes about a girl that they allegedly shared or argued over, whatever the case is. Drake here is saying everybody wants to be Future, everybody wants to be everybody puts themselves in Future's shoes until they get chipped by a throwaway. The girl in question is a woman by the name of Tokyo, who was seen backstage at a Drake concert in September 2023, then seen at a Future show at Rolling Loud in March of 2024. This is the girl people assume Drake is referencing on his track What Would Pluto Do, where he's putting himself in Pluto's shoes. He got curved by this song. Kendrick here saying everybody wants to be like Future until they get curved by a throwaway bar. And Future also has a song called Throw. And the verse again that started this off was a throwaway. It was a feature that Kendrick had in the future. Way too many down layers. Kendrick continues, and I might do a show today.
I'm dead.
Once a lame, always a lame. This is J. Cole, who again on 7-minute drill rap, Kendrick still.
Why is they doing this shit to me, man? Fuck. They can't give me no modest amount of fucking XP reductions. Goddamn. That was at least a smooth like 400. Smooth 400. But nah, they just said fuck it, bro. We just keep you here at fucking first Dan, bro.
okay, let's play. Now, on his verse on Like That,
And he about to get promoted. Oh hell
Money,
no.
Power, Respect. The last one is better. He makes these callbacks to these like 3-word elements throughout a lot of diss tracks that will review on the 1-year anniversaries. But Like That, he said money, power, respect. And Victoria, he's saying you thought the money, power, or fame would make you go away. He replaced respect with fame. Because in Drake's eyes, the respect and fame could equate the same thing, right? The club that he attained, Kendrick emphasizes is not equivalent to the actual respect of the people representing the culture. And I like that he does say the last one is better. The respect is better. And it's very cool to go on time. He said, T-O-T, money, power, respect.
Round 2.
Obviously standing for dot, like dot, but also standing for the record labels of J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. T for Dreamville, O for OVO, and T for Top Dog Entertainment. They say the last one is better. T is better. Top Dog Entertainment is the better label. And you say, oh, you thought the money, power, fame would make you go away? As in, like, the facade you might do. You think that the real you will go away?
Ooh, shit.
Off of the money, the power, and the fame. You think that the image of Drake media will make
Yeah, I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm winning. Give me my fucking shit back, man. Give me my shit back, motherfucker. Give me my shit back.
Okay, let's play. Ironically, Drake actually did play the game Never Have I Ever on the Ellen DeGeneres show when someone asked him, Never have I ever hooked up with a friend on tour? Drake answered saying, I have. We've all seen that very disgusting
No shit.
of Drake with that girl on stage. And ironically, the one time he actually did play Have You Ever, he admitted to hooking up with a fan on tour. So Kendrick goes on to play Have You Ever with Drake, saying, have you ever walked your hand down with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? And this open music is kind of up in the open for there was the rumor that Drake
Dunked on his ass. Give me my shit back. Swear, give me my shit back. Straight dunked on him, man. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Blackburn said can't stay long GTA.
On 616 in LA, Kendrick also
I'm like,
raps,
GTA, what the fuck you playing GTA for?
And Cash Doll did have an open case of jewelry stolen from her that was worth around $500,000. And Kendrick then emphasizes saying, well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. Kendrick basically saying, I've had those experiences happen to me, I failed at both of them, but I came out unscathed. Then Kendrick goes on to reference all the tough talk that Drake has been doing, not just in these diss tracks, but in a lot of his music in recent time, and in the antics we've seen since the Zoo, right? Running around with top 5, saying his lawyer is pussy, top 5, making these disgusting threats, and Kendrick and when they come to Toronto for their concert. Kendrick raps here, I hate when a rapper talks about guns. If somebody die, they turn into nuns. They hop online like Pray for My City, speaking for like digital hugs. On push-ups, Drake raps, make the label boy you can go right now. On Silver Page, he's talking about, you know, you've never been to jail, orange jumpsuits, shower shoes, never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody. As if Kendrick ever alluded, never doing any of those things. And as if that actually brings him any sort of credibility for the mission he's trying to accomplish, right? He's doubling down saying, I hate when rappers talk about violence, when they talk about these guns. But then when things actually go south, they hop online and turn into nuns. They hop online and turn into saints. This could be a repetition fact again that Drake does a lot of tough talk. All his night talk in his music. But recently in 2019, he was actually in a Canadian gun violence and homicide awareness campaign where he condemned gun violence. It's all hypocritical, right? It's all a facade. It's all an act. The act is now spiraling. Now, this is a dope line. His daddy's a killer, Monaco Jr. They must have forgot the stuff that they've done. Drake asked for a triple entendre.
He don't got me.
Daddy a killer, Monaco Jr.
Dumbass. That's what you get for thinking that shit was gonna work.
Much more successful music career than Drake's dad ever did. He was actually credited with inventing slap bass guitar thing. And it's crazy because have we ever heard Drake mention this once in his music
Got his ass.
Easily my all-time favorite show of all time, The Sopranos.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Characters in the show.
Don't leave. Thank you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Run that back one more time.
Character of the show, Tony Soprano later steps in to replace Junior because again, Junior was really
Thank
just
you.
the acting boss. He was put in there to take the fall in case the feds tapped into
Get ready for the next battle.
they were doing. Let me not get too sidetracked here. Drop a comment if you guys want me to start a separate YouTube channel talking about or dissecting some of my favorite shows. I was thinking of doing some analytical pieces on Sopranos and South Park specifically. I would love to do that. So drop a comment if you want to see that.
Oh shit, it's 9:10.
Anyways, back to this line. His daddy and killer, he wanted to be Junior. Tony Soprano, the main character's dad, was
I do gotta
the boss of the family, and Tony
get shit situated though.
from a very early age. Junior was the brother of Tony's father, right? Tony wanted to be like Junior. He wanted to be the boss of the family. Just like Drake trying to adopt this mob boss persona. But the crazy added layer here is the fact that by the end of the series, and skip about 20 seconds if you don't want any spoilers for The Sopranos, but essentially Junior ends up getting Alzheimer's and forgets everything about his past, his family, his life in the mafia. That's why this bar has so much weight when kids in raps. You want to be Junior, they must overcome the stuff that they've done. Sopranos literally forgets all the crime that he actually committed. His entire life, right? Goes back to the whole facade, right? Creating a facade, forgetting who he actually is, where he actually comes from. There's more layers to the bar.
Fuck, he got me. If he wins this round,
Drake has obviously taken a tremendous
Round two.
From Lil Wayne. Early on in his career, rapping like Lil Wayne. Ironically, though, Kendrick has taken a tremendous amount of influence from Lil Wayne as well. Kendrick is saying Drake must have forgotten. He must have forgotten the heritage of Cash Money. That he was signed to. Now, back to the whole mob side of that, right? Sopranos, another
I mean, I let him do it, so fuck.
Round three.
But also fight. As powerful as his family is, mob ties family. But because again, they must have forgotten the stuff that they did, right? They must have forgotten the heritage or the secret that they have that Drake does not possess himself. And he ties that whole bar together completely. KO. Run in his family, but letting it shaky as part of his
Round four.
Where literally
fight.
Memory of what happened in the past, right? And because again, Drake wants to be a killer like the people who raised him in the industry. So letting it shaky. I thought his son flip on the whole, daddy bar, just one bar beforehand, but also referencing his partner. Another KO, just like dementia, where you experience uncontrollable shakes and tremors. If things get shaky,
Nah, if you want to keep going, we can. If you want to keep going, we can. Alright, I'm going to keep going until he either breaks my streak or until he leaves. Or until, like, I get to, like, if he give me, like, 5-6 wins, by that time, like, knowing you done fucked up. Not, like, fully, but, you gotta be on shit, you gotta be on top of things when you get off.
Today he's going to show you he learned from the mistakes he made in the past. This could obviously be in reference to the fact that they did have a little sparring back and forth after the control verse, but he didn't stoop low enough. He didn't point down enough, right? Not the double entendre with Draco being
Round
firearm,
one.
and Kendrick also emphasizing that Drake
fight.
is ridiculous. Somebody had told me that you got a right. I'm ready to double the weight. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian guy get caught turning his grade. And live, he actually switched the bars up, saying, give me Tupac's drink back, and I might lose a little respect. Kendrick here is again emphasizing that Drake is an outsider, right? Emphasizing that Drake is not deserving of holding the artifact as two Tupac's legacy, as this diamond and ruby ring that he bought for auction for over $1 million that was customized by Tupac himself.
Live at Starlets, you know what I'm saying? Side talk though, you know what time it is. We're in here. I'm wearing Fox ready.
KO.
Drake made a mockery of Tupac.
Round 2.
Freestyle, right?
Fight.
Rapping disrespected in his controversial, combative way, using AI vocals to replicate Tupac's own voice, not getting permission from Tupac on stage, and using those Tupac vocals to design a narrative that the West Coast was disappointed in Kendrick as their next runner-up to the next generation of West Coast hip-hop, right? Kendrick proves that by saying this type of secret hip-hop artifact should not be in the hands of a computer, and he continues pulling Drake's cultural card, saying, "That girl business got stuff twisted. What is braids?" While that might be one of the more quotable lines of the song, also carries steep historical depths, while a clever double entendre emphasizing Drake's confusion, getting twisted, working as a metaphor alongside the braids, which are obviously twisted. The bar is also a reference to what Drake does and doesn't have, right? Over the last couple of years, Drake has been rocking a set of braids on his own. Now, stick with me because this line has a lot of it. So,
If he got me.
this whole trend on TikTok.
Damn, I was about to get a perfect.
Basically, where you twist your braids too tight, it can result in a number of effects, including anger management, insomnia, or even
You wanna try
insanity.
me, Gov?
Kendrick here is saying you got things
You want to go again?
You're spiraling, right? You're going crazy. Is it because your braids are twisted too tight?
Holy shit, he wants to go again.
Diss track against Drake. This was before Drake had the
Get
braids.
ready
Said,
for the
"When
next
braids
battle.
grow it, your fro wouldn't nap enough, right? Always felt like you weren't black enough." And this is where the deeper layer of this bar comes in, because this isn't just a callback to Drake having his own set of braids. On a deeper level, it's in reference to the line before that, talking about, you know, a Canadian guy not deserving of that Tupac ring, disrespecting the culture, being an outsider of this very heritage that you've commercialized and capitalized so heavily off of, with Kendrick telling Drake he is confused, right? He has things twisted. This has always been an act for him, and now he's spiraling. And on a deeper level, braids hold deep significance in African American heritage. They trace way back to African traditions, where different braiding styles would show tribe, social status, or even age. And during slavery, braids were used to maintain cultural identity and even to map out the game. And today, braids represent pride, resistance, and a connection between ancestral roots. By Kendrick saying he's got stuff twisted, what is in the braids, he could also be mocking Drake for adopting traditional black styles like braids, while not fully being part of African American culture. Implying Drake is caught in the book, but not understanding the actual experience. Kendrick perceived by talking to Drake directly. I heard your feelings, yo, work with me no more? Okay. If you notice, we haven't got a Drake and Kendrick collab since 2020. And that's more than likely intentional. That's the same year that Control dropped. And funny enough, Control dropped about a month before Drake released his Nothing Was the Same album. If you guys remember how it was back then, rappers couldn't just drop their music on iTunes or streaming platforms and be done with it. They would go on promotional campaigns, various interviews, like, you really had to sell the culture. And to Drake's luck, right as he's releasing this album, the entire rap game is talking about Control music. So his entire album rollout came about that verse. Every interview he had, people were asking him about the verse. To the one where he said he doesn't see himself collaborating with Kendrick in the near future. Then we got that Kendrick freestyle that's been the same since they dropped Control, the sensitive rap behind John Flow. And here we are, 11 years later on Euphoria. Kendrick's talking about what? I heard your feelings, you don't want to talk to someone? Okay, now we see
Oh, he going crazy.
stage. I love the pro death, and in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. Rico's left bar is obviously a reference to J. Cole talking about the Big 3 on first-person shooter, right? What will they argue the hardest season? K-Dot, obviously, Big 3, like, but right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali. Kendrick was saying, and to emphasize this, in 6 months after the battle, he felt like there was a lack of competitive spirit with the Think about 2023.
Oh no! I might lose my streak.
It's like, if this is when you're at the top, and hip-hop is unstable, both commercially and creatively, somewhat stagnant, you guys are
No
celebrating
way!
the top at the lowest point, arguably, in
You wanna
history.
try me, Gov?
What does that really say about how far you're taking things, right? And instead of them trying to compete about who's the best,
Holy shit, dude, bro.
watched him on that first-person shooter song. Have you ever heard another rapper they got outbarred by a rapper they were collaborating with? And meanwhile, Cole is on stage talking about how he got the bronze in the Big 3. They threw the 3rd place at him. Drake is, one of the greatest rappers, right? And they're on this track celebrating how far both of them have come. The Spider-Man meme is them pointing at each other like, no, you're the GOAT, no, you're the GOAT. Then they're on stage hugging and kissing, right? They're going on tour together, doing these sentimental speeches every night. So Kendrick here is saying,
Every night!
is that there's 3 GOATs left, and 2 of them are distracted, not focused on the main mission of pushing the genre forward, keeping competition alive. Instead, they're out here hugging and kissing on stage. But Kendrick still says, I do love them both. Scratch that. He specifically states, I love them to death. And then says, in the next 8 bars, I'll explain what I mean by that. So let's go through these 8 bars.
Round
It's nothing
1.
nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on those subjects. I'm not language barriers. Working with double entendres comes your way. So obviously he's addressing 2 other goals. Big 3, telling them there's nothing they can say. Nothing. Nobody can tell me. You guys can't see the bar. I don't want to talk on those selfies. This could be a reference to multiple different things, right? Firstly, just a couple weeks ago, this record came out. Saw J. Cole get on that Dreamville stage and apologize to Kendrick. This could be a reference to the fact that J. Cole did try to reach out to Kendrick after this battle to talk it over, whether on the phone or in person, to hash out their differences. But it's more than likely probably more of a Drake for several reasons. Firstly, on push-up, Drake laughed. People call him top because he had top want to piece it up, top want to piece it up. Now you're on your phone when you speak to us. Because on that song, Drake was talking about Top Dog, Cole, Drake's every move when it comes to releasing music. And he tries to paint the narrative that Kendrick was calling Top Dog up to say, hey, Top Dog, we give you permission to meet up with Drake because I'm
Come on.
scared to attack you.
Oh my god, ain't no fucking way.
I don't want to talk about myself. I'm not giving Top Dog
Okay, 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 okay. I gotta lock in.
Whereas Kendrick, on the other hand, does not want to talk on himself. Now, aside from language barrier, play on words, the fact that he's talking about he doesn't want to talk, and there's nothing that nobody can tell him, it's also in reference to his company teaching language, which stands for programming language. And in 2020, they did a commercial with Converse, which was titled Language Barrier. We know that Converse shoes, specifically Chuck Taylors, are a staple in California street fashion. It continues on. There's no accent itself. This is, of course, in reference to Aubrey. And aside from all these bars, we're seeing Kendrick emphasize that there's no lie to tell him, there's no facade you can tell him. He sees right through it. I mean, we obviously know that Drake literally adopts multiple accents depending on the environment that he's in.
Dog, you know what it is, dog. Big up yourself, bro. You don't know Drizzy Drake, dog. South London, dog. You know what it is. Yo, dog, you know what it is. You're the man, dog. You're the man, you're the dog. Right? Exactly.
Fuck, I fucked up, no! Come on. Woo! Shit! Oh, Lord. And you want to keep going. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Dog. 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 Why? I could just stop too, but like, holy. I'm finna stack. I'm finna stack. I gotta stack.
That Kendrick is a selfish guy and he's gunning for the crown. Obviously, we've heard him reference this on like that saying, "Mother F the big three, it's just big me." He even has a song called Crown where he raps, "Heavy is the head that chose to wear the crown," even going as far as wearing a crown of thorns on his Miss Morale the Big Steppers tour. And of course, Drake and Cole have referenced the crown as well, right? They're all gunning for the crown. Kendrick here is saying he's selfish, he's not having the stage, he's not sharing that crown. That crown belongs solely to his possession. Hey, I just thought of this as well, right? When Kendrick says, "I don't want to talk on no selling," he might not just be talking about himself, he might be talking about a celebration, right?
Oh my god.
Obviously, with first-person shooter, they were celebrating their legacy. He wants to be the sole proprietor of the crown. He doesn't want to share it. No celebration. I don't want to speak on no selling. I don't want to talk about no celebrations. But let's get to where he wraps this bar up. Because again, he says, "I love him to death." I'll explain that phrase. And on the E bar, he says, "I pray their minds are fresh."
What? Yo! I'm about to rip my fucking pants, bro. I'm about to rip my fucking pants. Fuck. Fucked up.
We're in a back and forth in 2018. Academics are down, gone 10 days until Kendrick Lamar not responding to Drake's diss. At the time that Euphoria was released, it had been more than 2,000 days that we got no response from Drake to push.
Is that gonna hit? Oh yeah.
Going back and finishing what you started with Push T before you try coming out. Now, as far as Pharrell, for some reason, Drake shifted his focus away from Push T and onto Push T's mentor, Pharrell. Completely unwarranted. Drake bought a bunch of Pharrell's shows on auction, the same way he did with Tupac's Ring. And on the Travis Scott song Meltdown, Drake was taunting Pharrell, saying that he melted down those chains, saying, "I melt down the chains, I fuck your boss, give a F about all that heritage stuff." Drake shifted Push T towards Kanye West and Pharrell. I don't like how you shifted that beef onto Pharrell. You're better off shifting again on Push T. And I'm going to shift the beef from Pharrell onto myself. Push P is a double entendre because obviously being a term popularized by Gunna and Young Thug, Kendrick references in a couple of bars on this song. It basically means, I'll be honest, I can't give you an exact definition. Let me let Gunna explain. What is Push P?
Let's go.
You win.
Hey, you. You want to try me, Gov?
You got your show set up, the late show. Yeah. And today you can bring Gunna and Gunna one of the best.
Holy shit, dog.
That's P, like you supporting a P. That's
Get ready for the next
You supporting a P, that's P. The fuck do that mean? You're supporting a P, that's P?
So again, with Euphoria, not only acting like a psychological breakdown of Drake's character, but also being a warning shot, he is here warning Drake that he is an undefeated fighter when it comes to lyrical sparring, and Drake is better off going back and trying to battle Pusha T before he comes around trying to mess with Kendrick. And he continues warning him in the next bar saying, we ain't gotta get personal, some friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some stuff about guys that would make Gunna wanna look like a saint. Telling Drake, do not get personal, don't bring the family involved, don't try to dissect my issues for Mr. Morale.
Oh, I got low on him. I forgot.
I told the world I'd make Gunna look like a saint. Remember, he made a call back to Gunna a few bars before with the Pusha T rap. And you guys didn't know, Young Thug and Gunna were both indicted on a RICO case. Just a couple months after popularizing the term Pusha P, Gunna ended up taking an alpha plea deal where he essentially had to testify that YSL was not just a record label, but also again, this as Gunna snitched. Kendrick here saying, if Gunna snitched, if I tell the world what I know about Drake, all the what he did looked so small and irrelevant compared to how much Albus.
That's how you do it, baby boy.
Now, this next line acts like a double entendre. We hate the bees who sleep with and confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm with the culture. Kendrick has emphasized that the sentiments he feels towards Drake are exactly how the culture has been throughout his entire career.
Now it's starting to become less impressive.
Capitalizes off the heritage that they're not rooted, and he's using interesting
Dog, what the fuck?
I hate the women that you sleep with because on the blinds previously he said, I hate the way you walk,
Time is it?
dress, sneak this, but when it comes to
9:32.
we hate them because they confuse themselves with real women. Not like us, again, Kendrick alienates Drake from the culture saying he is not like us, not truly a part of this culture, while also criticizing Drake for his interactions with women and being obviously a PDF, right? Here he's saying, we hate the B's you F because they confuse themselves with real women. Females under the age of 18 are girls. They're not real women. So Kendrick here is using this as a double entendre. He's not just talking about Drake sleeping around with Instagram models or strippers or women who he objectifies. He's foreshadowing what he'd be discussing on Not Like Us, in that he's what the culture is feeling.
God damn, wings.
But also alluding to the fact that touches on all the Drake allegations being the level of psychoanalyzing have to do to unpack the critical message he's trying to send with his theories. Whereas with Drake, the message is not something that's to be later, but instead something that only the person listening to see can understand. Before saying that Drake will make a song great. Only you will know that the entire world will understand.
I'm too far to be trying to fight you, bro.
That the world doesn't necessarily know. Kendrick approaches it in an entirely different fashion, and he is throwing out some subliminals within this song, also calling out Drake directly by name. Again, his government name, Office, and his stage name, Drake, except he got all the names diamonds, with Bob Adams, but he's calling Drake a cultural cosplayer. How many more fairy tale stories about your life do we have now? How many more black people finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melody. I don't like Drake with the act tough. More themes that Kendrick would explore on his records. But let's start with where he touches on Drake.
You brought your fist to a gunfight is crazy.
We never saw Drake on Magic talking about reporting live from the gut before he collaborated with 21 Savage. We never heard him talking about Knife Tipping before he went to Memphis and collaborated with Bloodboy JB. We never saw Drake on Tekken type beats. After that Bloodboy JB feature, every banger from Drake had a Tekken type beat. Which was non-stop within single mode. It's when he collaborates with these rappers from different territories that Drake has no cultural association with, that he then begins to incorporate their sound and develop their flow again, using his own music to capitalize on it.
That's how you fucking do it, bro.
That he was raised somewhere else on every different record, right? He even did this with Afrobeats, dancehall.
Come on, give me back to Blue Rank.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake with the stick to stealing from The Weeknd and Party Next Door. Stick to those movie Toronto R&B type records.
Let's go.
I don't like when you start talking all that knife talk. He continues.
I don't like Drake when he acts up. Remember? What they playing with?
Personal friend and bodyguard, and Puff is obviously in reference to Puff Daddy, aka Diddy. Back in 2014, it was actually rumored that Drake stole the 0 to 100 beat from Diddy, which led them to get into an altercation at a club where Diddy had punched Drake in the face. Kendrick here is saying he's gonna bring back that type of energy. And then he continues, my first one, like my last one, it's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs.
Exactly.
Yeah, easy.
Dude,
Round
No,
one.
okay, that's so stupid, and I'll tell you why.
Fight.
You don't cannibalize a successful show to make another one slightly better. You have two successful shows, don't destroy one. It doesn't make sense, it's a dumb thing. That's it, yeah.
You don't think the answer would be like,
Another point to me! Another point to me! What do you dumbass motherfucker!
Round two.
This one
Fight.
doesn't interrupt me. I don't know exactly a little bit, but I don't win.
Swing says that you should be on, you should be back. I don't want to replace him. I just want to be myself. And like the thing is, right? You can't sit there and complain about the show being fucked up, right? Like he could literally be here right now. I could still be on Aussie building my own fucking channel.
No one wants to see you on the show. It's so disrespectful. Stop it on me when I leave the room. Stop leaving the room. That's the other thing. Not smoking. Nobody wants to see you fucking smoke. I'm only smoking because I'm stressed out my mind and I need it. Why did I get me the man? Why are you
You're eating it banana because you like fucking fellas.
I should doing? I replaced with Becky. Becky would have been okay. She'll measure major headache. Last time he hurt his spot. He's ready for the new direction of the show in season 3. And then, you know, the thing is, like, our dockets need to list for some rated civil law, but they don't say.
LeBron
James.
James.
Explain to me the error shit. Why?
LeBron Payne.
We do shit we don't
LeBron Strange.
all that shit was so fucking out of order. God.
They suggested him doing a show here, and then he just kind of like popped up on here.
Let's play there and find the shit we don't want to do. Wings went on to say, Madhouse is the only show that stands on its 2 feet and needs time for the blue. Yards has the ability to be a hit, but you're putting them at 2.
I'm back.
Test and Aussie both need to be
But will I stay?
The safe move is to cancel 50%
And he's
of
still
the shows.
going.
The second I signed over my ownership, I knew I was wrong for
Get ready for the next
because I
battle.
don't do that when people telling me what to do. Then he also said, remember, you pay money to talk to me, I don't pay money to talk to you. And he said, let's be real, you put a camera on
I like Drake with the Melanese. I don't like Drake when he acts tough.
He was just arguing and fighting with like
Dude,
you.
there was so much. There's literally so much. Yeah, there's like 10,000.
I can give a fuck about who you hang with.
Pages of just like back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's so that she's like capable to do this job.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. I don't you want to picture for us. I don't know, just me like this.
Round one.
Think it's on the Ras stuff. Twiggy is a snake. One of the most reasons I didn't come back. Jordan, another show in the network. The only reason I stayed as long as I did was for wait. Yeah, so just so you know, this is like one of those tweets. It's called mandatory need or one post. I'm not gonna make a product and give someone else 50% of the profit after YouTube takes 30% and Uncle Sam takes 22%. Really? Because if we do the math, Wings, you make more money working on this show than you ever have on your own. So,
yeah. Also, part of the new show, you would get flooded with 2,000 more. That is not getting that on the channel. Last time I tuned in, it was like 250 on the channel, 300.
Boogie went to the Lolcount Live account today to like see who's on it or whatever, because we had to kick Wings off now that he's clearly not coming back and put Rastom on. We noticed that he was just on the account.
Oh, I have no libido. I have no libido. I have no libido. I got no libido. I have no luck. My name Wingo Mingo, and I eat pizza.
Websites, like gaming forums, somehow this email was connected to it. Car forums, car websites, somehow our account was connected to it. And fucking OnlyFans. I'm not joking. The email attached to this channel logged into OnlyFans. Maybe it was recent.
Okay.
Certainly wasn't me. It was either Boogie or Wings.
Definitely wasn't me. You know I've been burnt out on forums since year 2000.
He said, I can get a cut of the middleman out. I would do it myself. If I can cut the middleman out, I would do it myself. He goes, honestly, I don't fit the podcast anymore. If I came back, I'd have a bagging cup with a coin or something in it to shake every time they want to spend 45 minutes e-bagging. Which is wild.
I kept him up.
He goes, they're messing up left, right, and center right now. It's because no one is there to talk sense. Alright?
Where we messed up, we had a better than average month.
He said, move the show back to 8 p.m. so you isolate all your Euro. Okay.
I will be.
You win.
Move the show back to 8 p.m. so you isolate your Euro viewers. He says, you replace me with a guy who lives on the other side of the world who will never question any American politics or have any real pulse on American topics.
Get ready for the next battle.
He said, remember when he said you replaced me with a guy who lives on the other side of the world? He said you moved the show back 2 hours while obviously the clock watching, while obviously you are clock watching the entire time. Rastov can be a good dude, but he isn't going to push boundaries. Crash Out, I decided not to come back honestly. So that's directly from Wings. Then, do you guys remember that Simi girl that was flirting with Wings? Yes. He went on to say, Simi, that chick was trying to fuck me. She wasn't trying to bang me. She was hassling me in hopes I'd bite. I've been in this game way too long to fall for the pussy grift.
We fell for it several times in the past, if I remember.
He's picking on me. And then eventually, he, like, left the server.
He's pecking on me. Wingo Mingo. Oh.
And then eventually he left the server. And apparently he said some clips. I think this is
We're smelling Nelson. Yeah, the only one that smelled bad was fucking Boogie when he had like that titty rash.
Boogie when he got his titty rash. Yeah, we're Boogie when he got his titty rash.
That's true. I mean, you know, if anybody's thinking back at it, it was the array on the feet.
now we have all the fucking moves, all the stuff he was saying. Do the world a favor and buy a couple
His
cats
titty
and
rash.
get the boarding problem.
Fuck it, I'm gonna just get off when I get my 100th win.
I choose to walk away, he says. I lost my
I choice to walk away.
because she did the same shit when I was fighting the team and I told her to stop getting in front of me, so we read that. We didn't do that.
KO.
Just tell me when to stop on your watchers, right? Stop.
Here he is defending himself, explaining what he's doing. He's just playing fucking Diablo and fucking around, and putting on 50 pounds. What's up, We're Lolcount, right in the title of the show. By the way, King Jordy, who will not give his wife money to walk or buy a pig, by the way, or a 4K, does run about $40 to $50. Apparently, I googled it. You can Google it too. I think that's about how much they run. It's $40 a day to test. If you put on 15 pounds a week, you spend the money. Like, give your wife the money.
You win.
So he said Ben and his family got, let me just make this bigger, alright? I pretty much have been a shell of myself in the last month, and I've gained 15 pounds.
Goddamn, he's still going.
My day is filled
He's
with
still
Diablo 2
going.
and helping Kelly
Get
with her
ready for the
dreams,
next
sleeping.
battle.
I don't think he knows.
This one doesn't last 4 years. Like
I
the
don't
last
think
time
he knows.
It doesn't have
Or
to.
do they? I don't know.
Go see a
Do they
therapist,
know?
talk to a therapist. They will help you.
I can only hope I pass away in my sleep. So,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, see, this is why Scully needs to be fired, true. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was trying to feed us those screenshots. Like, this is why she should be fired. Like, you're ruining my show. Like, what are you doing?
I can only hope I pass away in my sleep. That's rock bottom.
To be listen to y'all, listen to the beat, listen to the reason, we're working together. Don't believe it, can't believe it, it's the place to start. And I said, hey, what I want today. I'm so dark and brave and get along with each other. Let me listen to y'all, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm, the beat. Working together. And I come from the heart. Don't believe it, don't believe it, it's the place to start. And I said, hey, what I and get along with each other. Let me listen to y'all, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm, the beat, and about the making the we're working together. And it comes from the heart. Believe it, it's your pain for stars.
It's self-sabotaging. That's exactly what it is, Asher. It's self-sabotaging. And you know, look, you were there every step of the way with me.
He said in his text, it's one of the messages, he said, after earning $40 in 2 hours, you'll have to DoorDash and earn $200 pouring mustard on yourself. He said, basically, he says he's happier doing the job than he would be this time. I don't know that's great to you.
Yeah, working together.
When I read something like, I just hope I pass
And it comes from the heart.
And Keith, help me out of that, right?
What's up with this guy, man? I gotta tell him. I gotta ask him. I gotta ask him why he kept rematching with me, man.
This isn't good content, I'm sorry.
Just answer me one question, bro, without like yelling at me, please. Like, do you honestly think that bringing him back to the show would be good for his mental health with the way that like the chat is?
And to answer your question, Rastov, no. This show, with him coming back, would be horrible for his mental health. But you also need to just face the music, alright? You think I wanted to fucking go live with donuts and mermaids and fucking deal with everyone fucking picking on me, right? Now, granted, I didn't do a crime or, like, you know, put hands on a woman or anything like that. But still, it was embarrassing as fuck. Like, the only way to deal with it is to go live and just deal with it. You gotta take your fucking licks, alright? Everyone gets to clown on you. Everyone gets to talk their shit at you. That's how it is. Once everyone gets it off their chest, the next day gets a little bit easier. And the next day gets a little bit easier. And the next day gets a little bit easier. You have to take accountability, right? You know, we're still seeing winks of excuses, right? You know, it's like, and this comes after he puts out a statement and takes accountability on Twitter like a month ago. You know, like, you gotta come up and be like, I'm wrong, and you gotta sit there and let that TTS just beat your fucking ass. Gets it out of their system.
This is obviously a cry for sympathy. We saw this way back in the day when he posted bullets on his Facebook page saying he was better off himself. Blade tried to talk him off the ledge once already. Remember, this is him.
KO.
But I mean, it's like Boogie, dude, with the cancer arm thing. He had to show up to work, and he had to take those licks. You know, he had to get punched in the face every single day for a week, right? And guess what?
Round 3.
That's what makes you stronger. That's what makes you through. The running away that we've been doing ever since this happened, is only causing people to chase in. If you would just turn around, face it, head on, right? They'd punch him a few times with Murphy, I mean, right? And then it would be over. But he's been running away, he's been taking in this excuse, that excuse, it's someone else's fault. This is happening. KO. Are fucking making the worst decisions ever.
Round 4.
Kelly tripped, you know, it's like, bro, it's like you just gotta take your guess.
I know. It's not great work. I know. I get it. I understand. I just...
I promised him I would help him right after it happened. Right after it happened. He was in his cabin still blaming Kelly in the moment. I talked to a crying Kelly. Mike was right next to me, and I told Kelly that I would help him like I helped him. I made that promise, and he won't let me help him.
If I ain't able to text this man, then holy. I don't know if they can even understand what I said. Yeah, I gotta go. Thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope it ETG subscribe. That'd be nice.